Bond X is a premium bond making annual payments. The bond pays an 8% coupon, has a yield to maturity of 6%, and has 13 years to maturity. Bond Y is a discount bond making annual payments. This bond pays a 6% coupon, has an 8% yield to maturity, and also has 13 years to maturity. What are the prices of each bond? Let's begin with Bond X. First, recall that unless we're told otherwise, all bonds have a face value or par value of $1,000. So let's enter that as the future value for Bond X. We're told that the bond pays an 8% coupon. This means that the coupon payment is $80, which is the 8% coupon rate times the $1,000 face value. We're told the bond has 13 years until maturity and a yield to maturity of 6%. We can now solve for the present value. Notice the present value of $1,177.05 is greater than the bond's face value. This is because the coupon rate of 8% is greater than the bond's required rate of return or yield to maturity of 6%. This bond is selling for a premium. For Bond Y, again, we'll enter the $1,000 face value or par value as the future value. The coupon payment on this bond is $60. It's the 6% coupon rate times the $1,000 face value. We're told that this bond also has 13 years to maturity. Enter 13 for the number of periods. We're told that the yield to maturity on this bond is 8%. So we enter 8% for the interest rate and solve for the present value. We find the present value of Bond Y is $841.92. This bond is selling at a discount because the coupon rate of 6% is less than the required rate of return or yield to maturity of 8%. If interest rates remain unchanged, what do you expect the price of these bonds will be 1 year from now, 3 years from now, 8 years from now, in year 12, and in 13 years? First, for Bond X, let's go ahead and enter 6% for the interest rate, $80 for the payment, $1,000 for the future value, and enter 12 for the number of years. Compute the present value, and we get a present value of $1,167.68. Now, change the n to 10 and compute the present value. We find a present value of $1,147. When we change n to 5, we find a present value of $1,084. When we change n to 1, we get a present value of $1,018. Finally, when we change n to 0, or when the bond matures, it's worth its face value or par value of $1,000. For Bond Y, when we enter the $60 payment, the $1,000 future value, the 8% yield to maturity, and 12 for the number of periods, we find a present value of $849.28. When we change n to 10, we find a present value of $865. When we change n to 5, we get a present value of $920. When n is changed to 1, we find a present value of $981. And finally, when we change n to 0, again, the bond at maturity is worth its par value or face value. What's going on here? Let's take a look at a couple graphs. For Bond X, or any bond sold at a premium, we find that as the years to maturity approaches 0, the bond's price declines until at maturity it's worth its face value of $1,000. For Bond Y, which was sold at a discount, and any bond that's sold at a discount, as it gets closer to maturity, the present value increases until at n equals 0, or when it matures, it is worth its face value.